Men's golf concludes their fall season.
And bowling starts their season off with a strike.
All this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. Welcome everybody, this is the Penguin Rundown. I'm Chris Colella alongside first-time host McKenna Peters. McKenna, how you doing?
I'm doing great and I'm so excited to be here.
Well, I don't think you're as excited as I am to talk about some women's volleyball.
I can't wait to hear it.
The volleyball team had a tough loss against Milwaukee this past Saturday, but despite the loss, Lauren Blanco earned the title for Horizon League Defensive Player of the Week. The senior libero led the conference with 6.43 digs in the Penguins' 2 matches last week. Blanco had 27 digs in 4 sets against Wright State, and then she followed that with an 18-dig performance in 3 sets against Milwaukee. She is also leading the conference with 5.19 digs per set. The Gwins will now look to host Green Bay tomorrow at 6 p.m. and UIC on Saturday at 4 p.m. inside Beagley Center. Both games are available on the Watch ESPN app.
The women's tennis team competed in the ITA Midwest Regionals held at the University of Michigan this past weekend. The leaders include Noelle Nasimba winning 3 matches and Sophia Macias with 2 wins. Nasimba defeated Horizon League foe Detroit Mercy in one of her wins, while Macias' wins came against Cleveland State and Michigan State. The ladies are to play at the Cal State Northridge Invitational on November 10th through the 12th. Serving over to the men's side, they had the weekend off, but now head up to Michigan as they begin play at the ITA Midwest Regionals tomorrow afternoon, which again is being hosted by the University of Michigan.
The men's golf team wrapped up their fall campaign in Highland, Michigan on Monday and Tuesday. The Penguins chipped their way to a second-place finish in the Titans Motown Collegiate hosted by Detroit Mercy. Youngstown State ended the 2-day event with a grand total of 893, only 5 strokes behind the champion Robert Morris Colonials. Congratulations to the Penguins on a successful end of the fall season, and we look forward to seeing them again in the spring.
The women's soccer team competed at home this past weekend against the Flames of UIC. After going down 1-0 early in the first half, senior Marissa Martin scored her 3rd goal of the season to tie the game up. However, the Gwins would end up falling by a final score of 2-1. The Gwins look to get back on the winning side as they hosted Detroit Mercy yesterday. This game was the annual Pink Game in order to show support for breast cancer awareness. For results of yesterday's game, visit YSUsports.com.
For the 3rd straight week, the football team competed in a top 10 matchup, this time hosting the number 2 ranked North Dakota State Bison. After going down 24-17 on a Bison touchdown run to begin the 4th quarter, YSU would fight their way back into this one. The Gwins would force overtime thanks to a Tevin McCaster touchdown run with just 2 minutes to play that capped off a 9-play, 90-yard drive. However, the North Dakota State Bison would come away with the victory in overtime by a field goal, winning by a score of 27-24. The bright spot on the night for Youngstown State, however, was quarterback Nathan Mays. Mays, who has really come into his own this season, accumulated over 180 yards through the air while also throwing for 2 touchdowns. Mays did some work with his feet as well, racking up 81 yards on the ground. The 9th-ranked Penguins will hit the road this weekend as they'll travel to take on the University of Northern Iowa. Kickoff is slated for 2 p.m. and you can watch on the Watch ESPN app or listen live on 570 WKBN.
The Youngstown State bowling team would start their season this past weekend, and they seem to be picking up right where they left off. In just their 2nd season as a team, they earned 2 third-place trophies at the Bud Whitman Memorial Invitational. On Saturday, Our Lady Gwins would go 4-1, barely losing to Kutztown by only 48 total pins. They would go on to finish 3-2 on Sunday, with both losses coming to Delaware State. Nikki Mendez earned herself a spot on the all-tournament team. She totaled 1,035 pins in YSU's 5 matches on Sunday. Mendez and the rest of the team will head to Fairview Heights, Illinois on the 27th for the Brunswick Bearcat Open. This tournament is being hosted by defending national champions McKendree. For info, stats, and more, check out YSUsports.com.
And it's that time once again for the Penguin Play of the Week. McKenna, we had a lot of good candidates this past weekend, but let's see who the winner is.
I can't wait to see it.
And it's going to be from the women's soccer game. Sylvie McFarland sets up Marissa Martin and bang, bang, boomerang off this set play. YSU ties the game going into halftime.
Right off the crossbar. How amazing.
Heck of a play by Coach Boateng and company, and it doesn't get any better than that. I knew even when I played soccer in high school, I couldn't do something like that.
Heck no.
Well, that just about does it for all of us here on the Penguin Rundown. For news, highlights, and more, be sure to check out YSUsports.com. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Penguin Rundown 1. I'm Chris Colella.
And I'm McKenna Peters.
We'll see you all right here next week.